Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a jolt of anxiety mixed with disbelief right now? What if I told you that one of our brightest young stars, Laine Hutson, could be on the radar of the Pittsburgh Penguins, with whispers of a potential trade gaining traction? This isn't just idle gossip. It's a storyline that could shake the foundation of the Montreal Canadiens if contract talks continue to stall. Today, we're diving into the rumors surrounding Hutson's tense negotiations with the Habs, why the Penguins are circling, and what this could mean for the future of our blue line. Stick with me as we unpack this developing drama and figure out if Montreal is at risk of losing a generational talent. Let's start by setting the scene. Laine Hutson is no ordinary prospect. He's a dynamo on defense, widely regarded as one of the most promising young players in the NHL. At just 21 years old, this undersized but incredibly skilled blue liner has already shown flashes of brilliance with his elite puck-moving ability, pinpoint passing, and offensive instincts. Drafted 62nd overall by the Canadiens in 2022, Hutson has quickly become a cornerstone of hope for a fan base craving a return to glory. Paired with veterans like Mike Matheson, he's part of a blue line that blends youth and experience, a key piece of Montreal's rebuild. But now, storm clouds are gathering. Reports indicate that contract negotiations between Hutson and Canadiens have hit a wall, with discussions described as emotional and tense by NHL insiders. When talks turn sour like this, the trade rumor mill inevitably starts churning, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are reportedly paying close attention. Let's dive into why the situation is so concerning. Contract impasses with young stars are never a good sign, especially for a team like Montreal that's banking on homegrown talent to lead the charge. Hutson is a restricted free agent in the near future, and while the Canadiens hold his rights, a failure to lock him up long-term could force GM Kent Hughes into a tough spot. Does he dig in and risk alienating a key player, or does he entertain trade offers to avoid losing him for nothing down the line? According to sources, the lack of an agreement has opened the door to speculation, and Pittsburgh is among the teams monitoring the situation closely. For Habs fans, the idea of losing Hutson, especially to a team outside our division but still a historic rival in its own right, is a gut punch. This isn't just about a player. It's about the future identity of our defense. Now, let's look at why the Penguins are so intrigued. Pittsburgh is a team in transition, balancing an aging core with the need for fresh blood. Their defense could use a dynamic, offensive-minded player like Hutson to complement their style, which prioritizes puck possession and quick transitions. At 5 feet 9 inches and 162 pounds, Hutson is a physical beast, but his hockey IQ and vision make him a perfect fit for a system that values creativity over brute strength. Imagine him quarterbacking the Penguins' power play or setting up plays for stars like Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. It's a scary thought for Habs fans. Pittsburgh's interest isn't just opportunistic, it's strategic. If they sense any discord in Montreal, they could swoop in with an offer that's hard to refuse, leveraging their own prospects or draft picks to tempt Hughes into a deal. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why would the Canadiens even consider trading Hutson? The short answer is they probably wouldn't, unless the situation becomes truly untenable. Montreal has invested heavily in its youth movement, with players like Hutson, Cole Caulfield, and Uri Slavkovsky representing the next wave of talent. Losing him would be a massive setback, not just on the ice, but in terms of fan morale. However, contract disputes can spiral quickly, especially if personal or financial expectations clash with the team's long-term vision. The Habs have cap space, projected at over $38 million for 2026 to 27, so money shouldn't be the issue. But if Hutson's camp is pushing for a deal that outpaces his current production, or if there's a deeper rip behind closed doors, Hughes might have to weigh the unthinkable. Trading a player of Hutson's caliber would net a significant return, but at what cost the rebuild? Let's zoom in on the emotional stakes here. For Habs fans, Laine Hutson isn't just a name on a roster. He's a symbol of hope, a kid who could grow into the next great Canadiens defenseman. His highlight reel plays, like threading impossible passes through traffic or dancing around opponents of the blue line, have already endeared him to the Bell Center faithful. The thought of him wearing black and gold in Pittsburgh, skating against us, is enough to make your blood boil. On the flip side, if negotiations are as tense as reported, there's a risk of a toxic situation festering in the locker room. Hughes has built a reputation as a calculated, player-first GM, but even he can't control every variable. The longer this drags on without resolution, the louder the trade whispers will grow, and the more teams like the Penguins will circle. As we step back and assess the bigger picture, it's clear the story is far from over. No deal has been confirmed, and for now, these are just rumors fueled by insider chatter. But in the NHL, where smoke often signals fire, the situation bears watching. The Canadiens hold the card with Hudson's restricted free agent status, and their cap flexibility gives them room to maneuver. Still, the idea of Pittsburgh or any team swooping in to steal our prized defenseman is a wake-up call. Montreal's rebuild hinges on keeping talents like Hudson in the fold, nurturing them into cornerstones of a contending roster. If Hughes can navigate this impasse and secure a long-term deal, it'll be a massive win. If not, the fallout could ripple through the organization for years. So, Habs faithful, I'm turning this over to you as we wrap up. Are you worried about Laine Hudson's future in Montreal? Or do you trust Kent Hughes to lock him up before things escalate? Could you even stomach the thought of him in a Penguins jersey? Drop your reactions in the comments below. I'm eager to hear how you're processing this bombshell. And if this rumor has you as on edge as it has me, hit that like button to show your support. Let's keep this conversation alive as we follow every twist and turn in the Laine Hudson saga. Until next time, hold on to hope and keep bleeding blue, Blanc, et Rouge.